The Erik Nordevall is exceptional for another reason. She is not a wreck. As in the imagination of Jules Verne, after 130 years underwater, she sits upright on the bottom of the lake, perfectly intact. As if deliberately placed there, she remains, as in the prince's drawing, funnel, masts and rigging, engines and fittings, all in place. The diver can move about the ship as if her loss had occurred only a week ago.
Det är för dålig sikt och kabeln räcker. Du tar en på den gula också, Busse. Ja, vi avvaktar lite.
From bow to stern, the solid oak hull, preserved by the cold, pure waters of the lake, lies with all its fittings, even to the signal gun, to announce her arrival.
Ja, det är halvdålig bild. Du kan gå tillbaks.
The purpose of the human diving operation is to lay fluorescent green measuring tapes horizontally along the deck in preparation for the second stage of the operation. Not an easy job when all the fittings and superstructure are still lying in position where they were in 1856.
Yeah.
The Sea Owl, a remote vehicle, is the second component of the underwater operation.
Fungerar. Ja, den tänds.
Bert Westenberg of the Maritime Museum and his colleagues have the task of producing a photographic mosaic of the ship, a task which the Owl can perform without limitation of time or depth. Mr. Lethbridge's engine without the man.
Jag sätter dit bakstycket.
Guided by its electronic video camera, the Owl records back its position, depth and heading, and its own progress is recorded continuously from the relative comfort of 150 feet above. Specifically adapted to swim vertically, the remote vehicle charts the arrangement of the paddle wheels, specially designed to allow the Nordevall to navigate the narrow locks. In some ships, the wheels were recessed into the hull. In the case of the Nordevall, the wood and iron wheels are simply astonishingly narrow. But this gloom hides no secrets from the Sea Owl, even to the privacy of the ship's toilet. The decks remain intact, for the single reason that on sinking, the ship was under tow and the engines extinguished. As a result, the boiler did not explode, and consequently everything on the ship, above and below decks, is perfectly preserved within the entire 75 feet of the vessel. As the machine finishes work, the divers begin again.
Ja, men jag frågar visst hur slövet ser ut.
Man, with his ingenuity and sheer adaptability, can do what machines cannot, to go below these decks. Here is the world of the stagecoach afloat, the world of the 1830s, reflected in the intact windows. The folding tables, the paintwork and empire decoration survive in the private cabins. Further aft lie the benches where the saloon passengers may have slept side by side, a reminder of an older way of traveling. To enter this world is a rare experience, but not without its dangers. Yet here is a sight of the world of the 18th and 19th centuries at the moment of transition, the link between the age of sail and the age of steam, embodied in this little ship. The piecing together of this remarkable survivor from the past can now be done in the museum. But it is more than just a composite picture of a ship. It is the picture of a ship which in its own day, 150 years ago, was itself regarded as spectacular as Concorde, and its method of propulsion as feared and as awesome as nuclear energy. From this picture of the Erik Nordevall, as now recorded by underwater archaeology, it is possible to step back into the Industrial Revolution, a possibility undreamt of a generation ago. The ship itself is safe but inaccessible. Its history secure. But what of its future?
I would like to get it raised and put in a museum in Motala near the Göta Canal and have it there as a memory of a very vital part of the Swedish history, namely the start of the Industrial Revolution and the Communications Revolution. I think that these vessels coming from the depth, very well preserved, are very good means to present history in a new way, in a very engaging way, and this is one of them.